So I was looking at that thing that Trump put out saying that, have you ever seen the way Kamala Harris laughs? And I haven't, because I've not really taken any notice of it. But I watched the way she laughed. She's insane. She's proper insane. And then obviously I went on Twitter for 2 minutes to ruin my life because, Jesus, there's some fucking bad stuff on there. And there's Kamala Harris literally saying, well, to help climate change, we have to reduce the population. So, you know, there's many of these people that are part of the funny handshake club and all the rest of it. Prince Philip used to say that. Do you know, Prince Philip used to say that if he could ever come back as anything, he'd like to come back as a deadly virus or wipe most of the population out. And he believes that 10% was the number that you need to get down to. He's not the only one. I would imagine probably she thinks somewhere around there, or at least she's been told to. Thinking, there's the thing, isn't it? See, a lot of these people are very good at mimicking what somebody else has told them to say. Here's the facts that you need to know, which aren't actually facts, but here's the facts that we want you to put out. All right, here's the bullshit propaganda that we want you to fucking hoodwink the innocent population with and make them believe in what you're actually doing, which is basically trying to eradicate them through one thing and another, is actually in their interest, which clearly it isn't. So you got that, and then obviously we've got the riots going on over here, and there was this British guy, coloured guy, but British guy, came out and told them all to go home, we don't want you anymore. So the police nicked him, obviously. You know, because the police don't actually nick the people out causing the trouble because they're shit scared to do that in case they turn on them. So what's the best thing to do? Is remove the other accelerant, which would be the bloke who's local, who's actually telling them that the general population around here don't like your ungratefulness, your lack of assimilation, your criminality, and well, you can pick all the rest of it out. So there was that. Oh, and there was that other one, which was quite a beaut. It's a local new to the reservation, which is the beautiful way of putting somebody who's just come in off a boat who's now fully benefited up, skinning the neighbour's cat for tea, I assume. It was daylight while he was doing it. Apparently the neighbour's kids are a little distraught, so I should imagine they'll probably get a visit from the police where they will be re-educated to believe that diversity is their strength and that Felix the cat went to a good cause. That is to say, fed the neighbour. Alright? Anybody bored of this shit yet? I mean, seriously, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, do I bother reporting on this? Or do I just shut my fucking ears off and try and live the rest of my life out as good as I can? You know the answer to that, because I simply can't do that, right? But I can see, right, and I mean this in the nicest possible sense, I can see why many people choose to just bury their head in the sand. The problem that they have amassed for us is so utterly unfathomable how to fix it, right, nicely. In so much that people actually go, it's unfixable. No, it's not. Okay? But the only way that you're ever going to fix this is by the most brutal government coming into power and literally ignoring the wishes of some of the population, because some of the population who have been brainwashed actually want more of this. They want more of this usually because they don't actually live anywhere near it. I would suggest that, say for instance, they lived in the centre of Birmingham or Bradford, they'd have a very different opinion on it, but they don't. So there it is. When they live in their rich suburban middle class or in their leafy wherever it is, they don't have to rub shoulders with whoever it is and his different way of living. I've got to be polite about it. No, I don't actually be polite about this. Basically, some horrible cunt has come to this country and wants to take it over. I mean, they've come here under the bullshit that they're trying to run from oppression, but a lot of them are running from a prison sentence, or a lot of them are running away from, I don't know, other gang members, or a lot of them are just running to lots and lots of benefits and lovely different coloured people that they can take advantage of. Now, if you look over in, say, for instance, France, there's still girls there that are putting out videos who are basically warning other members of the French community about the trouble and the threat from the migrant population. You know, like gang rape. I never forget that gang rape joke, which isn't actually very funny. 9 out of 10 people love gang rape. But the facts are this. 9 out of the 10 do, alright? And the other poor bastard who was minding their own business, making it back from shopping, work, school, whatever, gets set upon by a bunch of savages, and then beaten after death, and you can work the rest out, right? Not very good at all. So there are a certain amount of the loony left, but they're not so loony. They're not coming around and going, this was a bad decision. But the biggest problem is they don't know how to admit when they're wrong. If we could get past that, we could make some serious inroads into fixing this problem. Take, for instance, right, I'm talking to a lefty, and when the lefty actually says, all right, we were wrong, I can say, right, I've got some suggestions now. When you come out with these suggestions, they'll go, oh, that's too much, that's too mean. Do you trust yourself to make the right choice? Yes. Did you make the right choice with migrants? No. Did you make the right choice when you started getting on board with the climate change? No. Did you make the right choice when you got on board with Ukraine? No. Did you make the right choice when you got on board with the pandemic? No. When you said that other people who weren't willing to go through the process that you did should either be killed, herded up, or not given any medical attention should they ever go to hospital? Were you right about that? No. Okay. Were you right about Brexit? No. Right, so do you think that you're now capable and skilled and have the right amount of mental fortitude to make any further decisions on something as biblical as how do we get rid of these people that have come to our country and are fucking it up? And while their little cogs tick over, you need to answer the question from them because they won't be able to give you an answer. No is the answer. What you need to do is sit back, get out of our way, and leave us to come out with policies, etc., that will now fix this problem. And that's where I stand. When they actually find out they fucked up, we'll forgive them as long as they get the fuck out of the way and leave us to do God's work. They are. Right. Well, I'm going to carry on about my day. I have the world's slowest machine operator putting in a quarter of a scoop at the time, and he must have the revs turned down so low because if he moved any fucking slower, he parked up. This is frustrating. But never mind. Anyway, I hope your day's going well. Everybody or anybody who's going to the protest on the weekend, good luck. I hope you enjoy it. Pay attention to what he said about not getting smashed up, drunk, and don't engage in any violent acts with the opposition because there will be more than enough paid agitators going out to try and scupper you, just so you know. I would like to go, but unfortunately I am broke at the moment. You know, reasons at the moment, work's been sketchy, up until now anyway. It's gone from one thing to the other, and I've had a lot of outgoings, so, and that's one very smashed up Mini. That's definitely not having a good day. I think they've spun that one, poor bastards. Yes, so, I can't go, it's that simple. Anyway, I will catch you in a bit.